Alright, I am going to, let's see, clear the rest of the Conquerors and do a series. I'm just going to showcase the build. I'm pretty much done with a lot of the endgame tweaks for this. And yeah, haven't really changed it that much. But yeah, we'll go through the gear later after I fight Sirus. So, Moran. A lava lake. Oh man, I just took a nap. Just a little sleepy. Oh, I'm still pretty sleepy. Oh no, just realized.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Oh yeah, this is A8, okay. Just saying. Uh,
Need a map?
oh wow. Nice leg. Why are you running? Alright.
Welcome. Time has no meaning here. Your pain will be endless.
Oh fuck. Oh my god, I'm autistic. I'm actually autistic. So that's been happening and I still spammed my buttons. Alright. My ESP, oh no. I'm still 37 mil.
Let me learn anything new.
L has been. Oh, wait. How many? I really want to sell these in bulk.
Don't step on the cracks.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Ouch. Ouch.
With your death,
Oh, nice. Okay. I'm actually the least afraid of the El Hasmin now, because my total res for Chaos is like 120 with all of this last up. I'm at 80 max res, so. El Hasmin literally the most joke hunter now, most joke conqueror now. He doesn't do anything. Alright, time for Sirius. I haven't actually fought him for a while because I've been doing so much heist. So I might be a little rusty, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Uh,
How are your maps?
Did you really think this would work?
Destroying you as easy as flicking a pest! Oh man.
How boring.
Carrick is such a simp, bro.
You want the Atlas? Take it. It's yours. But Orius, I will burn to the ground. Perhaps the suffering of my fellow citizens will
Finally stir something.
What's this? A real challenge? You finally caught my attention. The others found strength
Ow.
in their projections. They self-reliant.
I just realized I'm using a Cinder Solo mask for no. I'm using Cinder's. Oh no, I have the wrong flask. Wait, do I have my bossing? Nope, I don't have my bossing flask. It's okay. It's okay. I really didn't need that flask. It's okay.
All this pain.
I really didn't need that flask. Uh, Probably not a good idea to stay there. Whoopsie daisy. And I tanked through it. Oh, come on. And that is it. This is serious. AA. On a fucking Cinder Swallow earn my silver flask, dude. Oh boy. I had the wrong flask up. It's okay. So yeah, that's pretty much the I would say the apex of this build. I really didn't change that much from the last time I made that video. But what I did was mainly to tweak around like the passive tree to figure out which is the best, like how many thread of hopes and where should the thread of hopes be. And I've actually figured that the best way to is to put them in areas where you can get like very nice maximum life nodes. So yeah, I think so far, like for this setup, I have about 6 threads of hopes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right, for this one, it's a large, it's a very large, and it hits these two 8% nodes, so that's 16% life. For this one, what it does is that it hits the life node here, which is 20 maximum and 10% max. And that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, it only hits this one, and that's all you need. Um, yeah, there's no point really touching Duelist because for the pure talent, both pure talent replica and non-replica ones, the Duelist ones don't give you that much. They're all melee related, so it doesn't matter. For this one, there's not much you can hit. You're actually just hitting this node here, which is you can actually just get this node instead of just this one, but I figured like I didn't want this node because I was like increased damage is terrible for this build because a lot of the flat additive damage, or rather a lot of the additive damage is coming from this Nebulis, so I don't really want more additive. I rather like mana regeneration and life. So yeah, so I have added this here just for this node. Um, this is a medium. Oh yeah, and this one is a large, I think. Oh no, it's a very large as well. Yeah. Uh, Down here I have a large ring, and what this does is that it hits the 30 to maximum life and 10% maximum life on the Templar 3. So basically what you're doing is you're hitting all the big life or mana nodes around, around every starter class, as well as the starter areas, the starter locations of the Templar. Scion, you know, you're Scion, so you have it already. But Templar, Witch, and since you're starting parting with Ranger, you get Ranger as well. So you have like for your pure talent jewels, you have like 3 bonuses. You have the bonus from the Ranger, from the Witch, and the Templar, and the Scion. So that's 4, sorry. Yeah. Same here for this. Where is it? Uh, where did I put it? Oh, no idea. Yeah. So so this is the pure talent jewel, and this is the replica pure talent jewel, and you get the bonuses from 4 different classes. Yeah. So then the last thread, no, the last 2 threads of hopes. One of them is here. This is to get both the, I would rather get the witch one. It doesn't. Yeah, get the witch one. It doesn't really matter 'cause I don't think you hit anything else. Um, you can actually use this to hit both the witch for this location and the Templar for this location. But when you're able to get this one, um, yeah, this is probably better, and you can save the point from here. This is actually a really nice node. I realized this. So this is a large ring, and what it does is that it hits a lot of mana nodes around the Scion. So you have the 15% mana here, the 15% mana here, and 10% or 10 mana gain on kill, and then you have the 10% maximum mana as well as 5 mana gain on kill. So that's 15 mana gain on kill, as well as about 25% mana. Alright, and then here's the same one. This is actually a really nice node I didn't hit before because it takes so many points to get there. But this gives 15% max mana as well as a lot of mana or flask recovery related stuff. And this helps you because you're using Pathfinder. You're gonna get a lot of bonuses off your flask, right? So yeah, and then you have the 10% maximum mana here as well as more mana recovery from flask. Yeah. So I've dropped the healthy. What's it called? I forgot. I can't. The health. The jewel that converts health to mana, and the reason why I've dropped it is because I think I'm kind of starved now of jewel slots. Since I'm using so many threads right now, and also this node here is not ideal because it gives you more ally res, and I want to drop. I want to keep dropping my ally res, right? Because I don't want to have. I don't want too much ally res. So right now my elemental resistances are like this. My fire is at 228, but once I self curse with shackles of the wretched, using elemental weakness as well as flammability, I think it drops my fire res to like minus 300%, and it drops my core res to about minus 260 or 70%. Right, and all of this contributes to the increased cold and fire damage for my Nebulis, my replica Nebulis. So yeah. Um,
Can I not
What else have I changed? Oh yeah, I used to run like 0 chaos res, and I used to use the flask to get to 80, but that's not very reliable, and that was causing me a lot of deaths. Mainly because like I can't keep up with Ziri's promise permanently, especially during like uh boss fights. But so as a result, I didn't want to rely on this, so I needed a gear that will boost me up to like 30 base res, and then whenever I have a flask that's whenever there's a flask that's being used, it pops it to 1% or 80%, which is my max chaos res. Um, yeah, and then to accomplish that, I had to change my belt, so I got this one. It gives me more lightning res than my previous belt. So what it does is that like I could drop in more Thread of Hopes. So I was actually using like 4 Thread of Hopes the last build. This one has 6 because I can like I pretty much got 40 more res from this, so I could do that. When it comes to the amulet, I also changed it out. I'm not using a series anymore. Aziris is great for mana. It's great for mana and damage, but the problem with the Aziris is that it had no resistances. And out of all the other gear pieces, it's the only one I could replace. Right? I can't replace the chest because of the 25% elemental damage from hits taken as chaos is mandatory. I can't change this because the 40% of core and fire damage taken as lightning is also mandatory. There's no way I could replace this. Um, I can't replace the helm because Transfiguration of Soul, Body, and Mind is crazy good for any build that like any Archmage build that stacks a lot of percentage life and percentage mana. I um I couldn't swap this out as well because the self curse gives like minus 100 fire res and minus like 60 or minus 40 no minus 80 fire res or minus 40 chorus. So this is too good, and I can't drop it as well. I can't drop either of these because these both give like massive amounts of lightning resistance as well as negative elemental resistance. So I couldn't drop both rings, and I can't drop these because these give like 20% attack and spell dodge, right? So like as a result, like the only thing I could logically drop was the Aziris, and I was looking at amulet to upgrade it to. Interestingly, this amulet is cheaper than the Aziris, because I sold my Aziris for about 2 exalt plus, and I bought this for like 20 C, right? Then I spent like another 1 exalt or so to allocate, or rather, what was the term for again? Uh, Anoint, yes. It cost me like 1 exalt or so to anoint this, as well as get the quality up to 20% and get the craft of the lightning chaos. But and it still has an open prefix. I can put something on that that boosts DPS. But I need an awaken resolve for it or something. I don't know. But same with my belt. There's still an open prefix. Haven't put anything on yet. I'm not sure whether I want to spend the resources or money on it. So yeah. The playstyle's the same. It's pretty much the same Archmage build. The difference is that now this is way tankier than the old build, and the reason why it's way tankier is because you are actually okay. The reason why it's way tankier, despite having like negative 300 resistances. Sorry, I don't really want to trade while talking. Well, I mean, I have too many of these bloody power gems. I need to sell them because I just leveled all of them. Oh, so yeah. Let me let me just finish the trade and then I'll continue. I think you're correct, right? Yeah. So yep, and pretty much nothing else has changed. This build is pretty much the same as the old Archmage build. The difference is that you're no longer using a staff. You are a lot more tanky because Divine Flesh as well as the Incandescent Heart gives you like 75% elemental to chaos. Your chaos res is now at 80 consistently, so you're actually reducing a lot more of the incoming damage than you were previously, as well as doing outputting a lot more because you now have the Nebulis boosting your damage up, right? Wow, alright. Okay. He has good RNG, I guess. Well, technically he's already made his money back, so makes sense.
Have but a moment's respite.
Okay, so yeah, that was pretty much it. The skill, what you do is you usually cast Stormbrand to not so much the debuff, but to make sure that you get the self curse up, and then you have like I can show you on a map actually. Sure. Yeah, let me just go into a map or something to show you. Like you want the self curse to constantly be up, because then it will allow you to a. I don't want to go map. Screw it. Let's go to like 10. Okay. So you want the self curse to be up so you can get like minus 330% fire and minus 266% cold. And then with your flask up, you have 80% chaos. So you always want to constantly keep this up. It's like 15 seconds space, I think. All the storms with the elemental equilibrium from the ring, Malachi's Artifice is amazing, but you don't really need to use it most of the time. It's only for bosses because things should melt without this. So what you do is when you fight a boss, you drop it and then you like, yeah, something like this. Same thing as usual. Once you cast your Cremation, spam your Desecrate on it just for the explosions. You see this blood splatters. These are your explosions. And that's pretty much it. That's how you play the build. It's not that complex. It looks like a piano, but it's completely doable. Actually, wait a second. I was using increased area of effect against Sirus, dude. Where's my concentrated? Oh no, dude. I have nothing to say. I literally took my mapping setup onto into Cirrus and yep, I took my mapping setup into Cirrus. Yep, pretty much. Oh no. Anyway, yep. So this is a pretty effective build. If you can replicate it, and you will do well for yourself. I don't think you need the really top end of gear. I think the base requirement for this build is you need this. It's nice to have it with Cremation, but with Cremation extra Geyser as your enchant. But if you don't have it, it's fine. It's just 30% less damage. But yeah, it's still okay. This is a relatively cheap shield right now. You can get a decent amulet. If you can't find a decent amulet, think about using a Ziri's Promise. But then you have to find a way to get your Chaos Res up. Awaken is still mandatory for every build that is like this. So, you know, just work your way towards that. For the belt, depending on your luck, honestly you can just buy one yourself and try to dabble with Essence of Deliriums, but I don't know, up to you. I bought this of some dude. For this one, I would suggest just getting the chain gloves with +2 curse. don't bother with the ally weakness. I honestly I don't need the ally weakness on hit because I already have it on my skill gem combo. It's part of my Awaken Hex Touch, so I already apply it with Stormbrand. The only reason why I got this is because it was kind of cheap. Like the guy sold it to me for 5 exalts. I was like, okay, well, since he sold me 5 exalts, might as well use it, right? So you don't really need the extra elemental weakness. You just need +2 curse, and +2 curse is like 20C, I think. It's definitely less than an X, so you're fine. The Malachite rings are for 100 res without the quality, it's like 5 chaos or less. Just try to get one cheap off the market. Same with the replica ones. You can have both of them. The non-replica ones. I just had one as replica just because it looked nice. I'm not actually using this at all. Like I'm not using the gem here in it at all. Like I'm not using the Secrets of Suffering in this unique at all. So you don't have to have it this way. I just got it because it looked pretty. I don't know. Yeah, and then yeah, for the chest, you can probably get something like this for like 80C, 60C or less. A 6 link incandescent is like really cheap because no one wants to use it. Like it's not a popular chest. What is really gonna set you back though is a lot of these Thread of Hope jewels. Because each of them, all those -20 ones. Okay, you can technically snipe them, right? Because I've been sniping all of these because people will look at the -20% auras and they'll be like, "Fuck, this is like the lowest roll. This absolutely sucks. I don't want this." So they'll like dump it on the market for like 10 chaos. But the truth is that like if you look in the market and look at the like if you set it to -20, you realize that all the -20s are like 50 chaos, right? The ones that are 10 are getting bought out by people who are flipping. So they would buy them out and then they would flip them at 50 because delvers who use the Nebulis builds will actually use these shreds of hopes. And I've been doing a bit of this flipping as well, but just just saying, you can do this and get pretty rich as well if you're willing to camp the market. Yeah, so the thread of hopes are like, if you can snipe them off the market, each one of them is like 10 to 12, 20, 10 to 20 chaos, right? It's not that expensive. And your pure talent jewels, not expensive at all. I don't even have a natural instinct for this build anymore because I didn't find a place to put it, right? I am like, I don't really need a natural instinct in any location, so I didn't bother adding a natural instinct at all. And I rather have a thread of hope because I want the minus res, and the unnatural instinct just gives me like more of normal stats, right? So if you think about it, the gem setups for this is, or the jewel sets for this is going to be relatively cheap with the exception of one thing, right? You need a Glorious Vanity Jewel. This is like 150 chaos, 140 chaos, depending on how cheap you can get it. And you need to have like decent stats. I mean, the only thing I don't like about the one I have is that it has Chorus here, because I don't want to add Chorus. But then it gives me as well Chaos and Lightning, which I really want. So I haven't found one that is better than this for me. But yeah, you want a Glorious Vanity Jewel to be here. And then yeah, but you could probably put it here as well. I just like it being there because I don't want it to take over this node. Yeah, one extra 5% life. That's pretty much it. Uh, it's relatively accessible, I say. Like, you could probably get this build done in like under 10 exalts. 10 exalts might not be accessible to you, but then again, when you really think about it, like the base build for the guide I did, like the guide I did at the start of the league for the league starter version, that one's like less than 1 exalt, less than 2 exalts, right? So if you can earn your way to like 10 exalts, you can think about making this build, right? And making this variant of that build. Yeah, so pretty much this is it. Hope you enjoy the game with this new information. Hopefully it helps you out, right? And I think there's still a lot of time left to the end of league. I'm almost done with all my challenges. I'm like 32 out of 40. I just need 4 more and I'm pretty much done at the end of the league. And yeah, in peace. I hope you guys have a good time in the game. See ya.